Have you been that in that situation where you really wanted something and you've worked very hard towards it, only for you to get some ideas from someone that's the person has a better idea, something better for your life. So stop whatever you are doing and go and follow that. At the end of the day, you realize it's a scam. In spite of it being a scam, you can't come back to the original plan that you had. And this is the way that a lot of people are living their lives. A couple of years ago, when I was in the university, there was this guy, a very, very famous guy. He was really good with music. And you see, from the outside, everyone could easily tell that this person is going to be a musician in the end. I got a call from him some years later after school that his life didn't turn out well because as at the time he wanted to set up a studio and all that, the parents had started arguing with him repeatedly, continuously, very aggressively that you need to stop this music thing. Oh. Your mates are employed in firms, your mates are employed in very, very lucrative ventures. So you have to stop this music thing. We don't want you to be a failure and all that. And you see, many people don't know that music is really challenging. It's a very challenging terrain. In spite of many successful people, there are people who necessarily didn't perform well. They didn't succeed. So music is a very challenging terrain. Now, this guy called me and was like, the parents motivated him to do something that is really different from what he intended to do. And at the end of the day, he's making a few bucks here and there. He's making a couple of coins here and there, but he's not happy. His intended goal was to be a musician, and that was where his drive was. But at the end of the day, he has been manipulated, and in fact, he sold all his music stuff and all that, deciding to change his path of life. And you see, anytime he calls me, I feel the kind of frustration in his voice, the kind of disturbance in his spirit that there was this thing that was within me that I had to do, but I didn't do it. And now I followed someone's voice and I've been manipulated. I'm doing something else. Now, this is something a lot of you have experienced. Me, per se, I've experienced this a couple of times where actually people try to live their lives through others. Now, if you are experiencing this, know that it's a very diabolic and something you should never motivate. See, there are some people they weren't able to accomplish some things in their lives, especially when most of these parents, some of them try to live their lives through their kids. They try to live their lives and their experiences through their kids. Let's say they wanted to be lawyers and they weren't able to do it in their lifetime. They will be like, if I wasn't able to be a lawyer, my kids should be a lawyer. That is wrong because, in spite of that, the person being a kid, the person has a personality and the person has a will, what he or she wants to do. So at the end of the day, when we end up pushing people continuously to do certain things that they don't like, it's like you are killing their spirits. So what is the essence of living if they can't even choose what they want to do? A lot of people need to be more strong-willed. Being strong-willed and following your intuition is going to make you happy. Now just imagine that this particular musician had focused on his dreams and never deviated. You see that his life would have been way better. He would have actually maybe be owning a record label or something of that sort because the guy was that good. At the end of the day, the talent that we observe, the talent that we experience from this guy, everything has been twisted. He's working a 9 to 5 for a boss who might not necessarily be paying him what he's due. Yes, so you see, this thing that I'm talking about is something that is really deep. Most of you have been people pleasers from day one. Any idea that someone will come and tell you, you don't want confrontation, you want to please. So if the person comes and wants to manipulate you to do something, it's very easy because you can easily be pleased, you can easily be manipulated. This thing goes on continuously in several people's lives. So this thing has been going on in a lot of people's lives. Yes, maybe you are watching me. Where you want to be right now is not where you intended to be. You are actually living the life of someone else. Yes, you are actually living the life of a parent, a friend, or something else. Because you see, for you to take the idea of someone and take it as your own and never object means that the person has control over you. So what the person decides for you is what you become an embodiment of. Do you see how diabolic that is? For you to see that whatever someone will tell you is what you become an embodiment of. So you don't put yourself as a factor. You don't take yourself seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, you comment in the comment section. If you've been manipulated before, or a parent or someone you trusted has pushed you away from your passion, your goals, let me know in the comment section. And also, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button to get more updates on future uploads. This is the Mode series. Stay safe. Peace.